Good morning and welcome back to the farm. My name, as ever, is John Siddons, and we had a word with the dealership after we demonstrated the stone collector, and they said, "What do you think of it?" I said, "Well, if it was bigger, did a bigger width, then yeah, we'd go for one." I said, "Oh, well, it's funny you should just say that, because they built a extension on it and it is bigger now, so we said, well, let's come and have a look at it, and if it's alright we'll buy it." And that's what we did. So we bought the ELHO2, which has got the bigger width on it. It's 29 feet wide, I think, so yeah, it works pretty well so far. It seems to be working for us. It's probably doing 2 breeds in the time of one, so that of what we was doing before, so yeah, we will see just how we get on with this, but plus the fact as well, we don't have to spin a rooney and do it in lands. We can go straight up and down this one side, which makes things go a little better. We are up in the second half of February now, so yeah, so we're down to 2. Soon be time to get the seed drill on and get the barley in. If we can get this done for us pretty quickly now we've got this on, should be able to get the barley in pretty quickly. Still going to be working on the form of liquid fertilizer. Get into March, we also need to sort out the telehandler, which means this tractor will be leaving the farm in exchange for the telehandler. The Massey will stay on the farm. If we find we're short of a tractor in any way, then we shall buy something next year. We also need to get ourselves something to get the seed over to the field. This is working pretty well now. I think it's definitely a good purchase for us. Yeah, so we go twice as quick with the stone separating as we was before. Already got it 25% full, so it's collecting stones up much quicker. A lot of stones in places as well in here now. Yeah, it is good that Summer Farm Estates can host our stuff on their YouTube channel. There has been a bit of a problem with sound on their end, I think, but hopefully that is now sorted, and today we can get the sound back for you. Not much fun when you sit here talking to yourself for a few hours, and then when they get your raw video and put it on, it doesn't have any sound to it. It's a bit of a frosty morning this morning. And now we need to work this piece out at the side of the pond. Yeah, this tractor a couple more days on the farm, then it will be leaving us and the telehandler will arrive. Get ourselves to the end of the pond. Get this little short row work this end done first. Let's get ourselves around to this end of the pond and then work our way back . There's not a lot of breeds left once we get beyond the pond, not in the longest part of the field anyway. We shall work our way back to the pond and then do the other side, and we will leave the video off for a couple of hours and then show you a bit more. Shouldn't be too long getting through this short row work. does pick the stones up pretty well. Yeah, happy with our purchase. Oh, we're getting through this field nicely now. This new machine we bought seems to work well. Not a lot left to be done in here before we shift over to the next field. 3 fields, not as big as this, but 3 fields to be done after this one. We've got the rest of today and tomorrow before we can start drilling, so should get a good chunk of this done. Might decide we need another tractor as we're going through the year, in which case next year we will buy one. Not sure what we will buy, but going to need something as we go forward. Now get this all worked through. We are 56% full. If we can get all this in the last hopper full, then we will take it over to the next field and dump it before we start there. We should do the sugar beet field next. This is plodding along nicely. The tractor is losing revs in a place or two, but for the most part it's pulling it well. Get to the end of here, spin ourselves around, and we should be back into a full length breed again all the way through to the end. There is only a couple of rounds even at this top end left to do, so it is working well for us so far. We'll have to get these stones all sorted and loaded up into the cart and sold, unless we bring the lorry over and throw them in that, get ambulance to come and cart stone out. Got one breed back to the top, plus this short breed in the side here as well. That will get us this end worked out, I think. Now we're on to a goring piece a little bit here. This is where we did the headland. Get ourselves through one round here to do, and we'll go and dump the stone, I think, and then do the rest of the field and move over to the sugar beet field. And that will then leave us just a little bit of here to get done. Drop that down, make sure we've got all the stone as we come back into here. One more tip out of here in this corner, and that will be the stone off 2 fields in one heap. When we do the ones over at the farmyard, we will dump them just inside the farm, because both fields will go in one heap again. Get ourselves over here, and we need to pull that up to get ourselves around. That has got that out. Right, now we will head back make sure that we can get this somewhere around. We have got a breed that needs taking through to the top. And that is it. Get the rest of this field done now. 2 goring rows. When you join us back, we will be over in the sugar beet field, get that D-stone ready for power harrowing. Not sure how much we've got left in here to do. Not much, I don't think, looking at this. Should be done nicely, ready to join you over at the next field. We are into the sugar beet field now. We've got the headlands done and now working our way into the main body of the field. Starting on the goring rows, which gets us through. We have had one tip in here, so we've got one hopper full of stones gone into an heap. We shall see how far this all comes up. Definitely worth paying the 100 grand we paid for this. Just for the time it's saving on what we would have done if we'd had the one we had on demo. Few short rows here to get out first of all. Then we've got some long rows which are long as well as we come towards the end of it. Get ourselves to the end of that. There we go. Spin ourselves around. And down. Yeah, the job's going well today. It is a cloudy February day, but it is fine, which is allowing us to get this work done. See what tomorrow brings. In the form of weather. We should be able to have all the stones cleared and get the drill on ready to go to get the spring barley in. Should soon be through these shorter rows at this end now. We can get this round done, then we'll be taking a trip all the way through for the next one. Maybe another 2 rounds to get to the longer rows. It's all working fine for us so far. Two more fields after this one, the potato field and the carrot field. Coming into our second year properly, we should start to make some money on the farm now. There's some big old stones in here. Already 30% full. Ourselves to the top of here. Now one more round should get us up past here. Back down to the bottom of the field, downhill as well, so tramps on pretty well. Soon be going all the way through to the bottom end here as well. Got us. There we go, back up to the top of the field. %40 full already, so going to have one more empty in here before we move. Head our way up the top. Should be all the way to the top shortly. Tractor now pulling hard as it goes up the hill. And we can this time go right up to the top of the field. This will be the longer rows coming in now. back down to the bottom of the field once more. We shall see you towards the end of the day and see how we're getting on from there. Well, we're on a fresh hopper full again now. I've got another, 2, maybe 3 rounds after this one, and that will be this field done and ready for the power arrow to come in and work the land down for the sugar beet. It is all working nicely today. Pleased with all this. As I say, well worth the 100 grand that we paid for it, for the time saving side of it. Got to sort ourselves out, ready to go and pick the seed up for the barley as well. Or at least get some barley put on the trailer, ready to get that started drilling in a couple of days. Just seems like there's more stones in here than there was the last field we was in. Although there are places like here where there isn't a lot of stone, but then you get to a place here and a whole heap of stones to collect. This is the last segment of today's episode. Should get the stones all sorted tomorrow and hopefully get this power arrowed tomorrow. Which will mean that once the barley's in, we can get straight into here and get the sugar beet in. As long as we can get the barley, the sugar beet in March, and the potatoes hopefully in March. Carrots can go in April, that's not a major problem for us. We are on the fullest of the rows at the moment. So swung around, get that down there. There we go. Yeah, get this round and the next one. There won't be a lot left in this field to be done. Birds beginning to cheep, spring is on the horizon. I heard the pheasants for a while, don't know whether there's none about at the minute. We'll make the tractor pull in a second. We are getting up a bit of a steeper climb. There you go. really does pull when it gets on this bit of an hill. Sugar beet is a fair way off the farm, but it'll be fine. Whether we dump it here or take it up to the yard, I'm not too sure at the moment. Got to think of other farmers as well getting through a lot of this. Starting off with a big clump of stone. Already 38% full. It's one of the jets flying over, one of the hot air balloons there cruising along the sky. Do get a lot of hot air ballooners round here. I've got the RAF base just a few mile up the road, so they fly across here a lot. Also, not far away, a private airfield where you get some private prop aeroplanes, and then that is probably where these hot air balloons come up from. Should have this filled up, field done before you join us tomorrow. How much more of the other land we will get done today off camera, I'm not too sure. Yes. Get another round and we won't be far off finished in here. One or two big stones here to snaffle up as we go. I think by the time this is finished it'll have hit the 25-hour mark. Sort of a medium usage tractor when we sell it. We should get a decent amount for it. A part of the field there where there's not many stones, and you get a patch here again, then a patch with not many in. Not sure who's going to buy this going forward, but it has been a good tractor for us whilst we have had the farm, although not so sure we need the extra tractor at the moment. although probably would be okay if we needed any baling doing. We shall see whether we go into supplying the animal market with straw as we go forward. For today, that is where we are going to leave you. If you enjoyed today's vlog, please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment. Thank you to Summer Farm Estates for allowing us to put our vlogs on their channel. If you are new to the Summer Farm Estates channel and you'd like to see more of what they do as well as our vlogs, please subscribe to the channel. If you give that bell a ring, it will tell you when our content is available. Until you join us again next time, thank you very much for watching. You have been watching John Siddons. Goodbye for now.